Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Silver prices are still rising. Last I checked, it was $18.41 an ounce. Right here on Kitco's, it shows 18.27, so it might not be updated, but they're definitely rising near the $18.50 range, and prices are looking to be still bullish. I found an article from Kitco News. The link will be in the description where they go into some deeper stuff going on globally in the economy that could be driving prices, which is really interesting. I found this article pretty interesting. It was posted 2 hours ago, so it's still fresh out of the press, and I think you guys will enjoy this. So let's jump right into the article. So gold prices are modestly higher in early U.S. trading Wednesday, while silver market is again sharply higher, hit a more than 2-year high overnight. Worries about slowing global economic growth and amid falling government bond yields are encouraging traders and investors to seek out safe haven precious metals, which I've mentioned. Since stock market volatility is so high, since people are gaining more fear in the economy and not really trusting a lot of stuff going on, they're skittish. They always push towards precious metals, which is perfect for gold and silver right now, as they are on a bullish trend. They're rallying, growing new investors in, and also people are capitalizing off of some profits as well. So it's the perfect storm brewing right now. December gold futures were up $2.10 an ounce at $1,553. The December COMEX silver prices were up 25 cents at $18.55 an ounce. Asian and European stock markets were mixed to weaker overnight. U.S. stock indexes are pointed towards lower openings when the New York Day session begins. So, like I just said, stock market volatility is really high. They're weakening, which is allowing people to see other alternatives that are more profitable, and they're definitely going to be jumping into silver and gold. Now, a lot of these people aren't just investing into the physical bullion, they're investing into ETFs and the paper side of it, but still it is precious metals, altogether. So there were no major news developments overnight due to move markets. Still, risk appetite is less robust at midweek, as there are storm clouds on the marketplace horizon, including the lingering U.S.-China trade war, Brexit concerns, and weakening global economic growth. So the U.S.-China trade war, I think, is what kind of sparked this whole thing. A couple days ago, when we found out what Trump was talking about with his tweet, this definitely was the kind of the spark that grew the flame, and I think it's been catching fire more and more, especially as media starts to pick it up as well. The U.S. Treasury yield curve remains partially inverted at midweek, as 2-year note yield is above the 10-year note. The U.S. Treasury yield curve remains partially inverted at midweek, as the 2-year note yield is above that of the 10-year note. The inversion is sometimes impending the U.S. economic recession. So the key outside markets today see the NYMEX crude oil prices up and trading around $55.75 a barrel. The U.S. dollar index is firmer. The U.S. economic data due for release Wednesday includes the weekly MBA mortgage application survey and the weekly DOE liquid energy stock reports. So we have a chart here showing this is gold right here, and then silver is down under. So this is comparing the two. They mentioned technically the gold bulls have solid overall near-term technical advantage. A 3-month-old uptrend is in place on the daily bar chart. Bull's next upside price objective is to produce a close in October futures above solid resistance at $1,600. So $1,600 gold resistance level for October. Bear's next near-term downside price breakout is pushing December futures at $1,500. So we have a $1,500 resistance level, or support level, and a $1,600 resistance level. First resistance is seen at the week's high of $1,565, then $1,575. First support is seen today's low of $1,541, and then this week's $1,534. So we see some resistance levels, we see some support levels that has to stay in between for the the market to seem bullish or become on a steady bullish trend for the upcoming months. So let's check out what silver has to offer. So December silver futures bulls have strong overall near-term technical advantage. Prices are in accelerating 3-month-old uptrend on the daily bar chart. Silver bulls next upside price breakout objective is closing prices above solid technical resistance at $19 an ounce. The next downside price breakout objective for the bears is closing prices below solid support this week at low of $17.64. So that's something we have to keep an eye out on. First resistance is seen at the overnight high of $18.62 and then at $18.75. So there's definitely some a resistance at these levels right now. So we hopefully can be seeing silver push past that, so it will bring open fields for the next coming weeks and months. Next support is seen at overnight low of $18.17 and then at $18. So, these are definitely things we need to keep an eye out on over the next couple weeks. I'll definitely be updating you guys on what's happening. I'm not really into these charts too much. There's so many other environmental factors, political factors, economic factors, just worldwide that are at stake that also will be influencing silver's price on so many different levels that I've mentioned in the past. But these are still good. These are good indicators. They give some signals and some signs, hinting towards where the price could be going. A lot of potential in this. So I do still like reading these, and I also like the articles because it gives a little bit of backstory, what's going on in the economy, and how it's affecting prices. It is interesting stuff, like right here where they mentioned including the lingering U.S.-China trade war, Brexit concerns, and weakening global economic growth. That's definitely some important news to take note of, which is going to be highly influencing silver's price, almost from a speculative level, because for us silver stackers, we know the true value. So it's a deeper extent. There's more context to what we know behind the scenes for silver and for its potential in the future. But a lot of people, this is the deciding stuff if they're going to be purchasing or selling, and also just getting into the market as a whole. A lot of people wouldn't even have been having silver on their radar if it wasn't for some of this stuff pushing them out of stocks, or if the stock markets were blooming and they were profitable, they wouldn't even be heading into silver. So there's still factors that are pushing people into the mixing pot of precious metals, but whatever gets people to there, the better, especially since I definitely think that precious metals is a much smarter and safer alternative for near and far term investing, and that's as a whole. So hopefully these people will stick around, and that's another thing interesting to think about, because a lot of these people are into the markets just to make profits. But I wonder if after they get into these markets and start understanding or educating themselves on the beneficial factors that especially silver has, it could definitely have a lot of longevity in there, and it might be bringing a lot of people in to stay for good. A lot of people might just think that gold and silver from a market standpoint is just something you can quick flip and make profits on, almost trading from an ETF side of it. But then once they get into it, especially a lot of the people that are driving gold, that are coming in for gold, might start hearing about silver, start watching some YouTube videos, start realizing that silver is actually a ticking time bomb waiting to explode with a lot more potential than gold. Then they might start switching over. It's definitely not out of the realm of impossibility. That's kind of how a lot of us got into it. I was just searching around looking for ways to invest, and then I started realizing how beneficial silver was, and that's what got me in it for good. So the more spotlight that silver and gold, even gold, has in the media and in investors' eyes, even from stocks to bonds to whatever, futures contracts, options markets, whatever the case is, if that's going to be pulling them in for the to stay for good, then that's better for precious metals and the community. So it's exciting stuff right now for everyone, and from people on both sides of the boat. It's definitely an exciting time because people are profiting. The markets are healthy, at least for us precious metals investors. So I'm curious what you guys think about this. Do you guys think that it's going to stay in between these resistance and support levels? Is there any other things you think will be influencing silver's price? I'm curious how the surplus is going to be affected in this as demand for silver pushes, with the supply being shortened. I'm curious where that's going to be pushing prices. That's the only other thing I could really think of that wasn't mentioned in this article. So that's other stuff as well. But that could be, I've talked about that over the weekend a lot. But I'm curious what you guys think about this. Like I said, the link will be in the description if you want to check it out, a little deeper, if you want to check those charts out and see, for yourself where the patterns are and all that. There's a lot of information here. So anyways, though, I do appreciate you guys for tuning into this video. I'll be posting another video today. Also, make sure to check out my videos yesterday. I made some really interesting and informative videos yesterday. I know you guys are going to enjoy those. So stay tuned for my new video coming out later today, and also tune into the videos I made yesterday talking about silver prices and a lot of other stuff as well. But I do appreciate you guys for tuning in today. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. I post daily videos. I also have some exciting information I won't leak yet, but probably in the next couple days I'm going to be I guess presenting something huge for you guys in the community, and I'm really excited about it as well. Something it's gonna be a big project, but I am going to have a lot of fun doing it, and I know you guys are going to as well. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.